right, we are live. Coming at you from the Alpha X SC2 channel. Bringing you the finals of the Alpha X Civil War little event they've been cooking up here. We got a few teams. You can see we got Team Sippy Cup versus Team Iron Curtain. And, well, these guys got some pretty good players on each. We've got Team Sippy Cup being captained by none other than Estrella, Mr. Max Angel himself. Very, very good player. And the other team is going to be captained by Art, who on my personal stream just a little while ago, I was able to cast a really good show match between himself and Puck. Ultimately, Puck was able to take him down, but Art really showed some very quality play there. So, yeah, we'll be getting into it pretty much right away. So it is going to be following a similar style as the Nation Wars, Nation Wars setup, which is to say it's going to be 3 matches of Clan War, followed by an all-kill format. So first up, we're going to be bringing you Mage versus Exo Striker. All these players, by the way, are on Team Alpha X. Very good players all. Mage, he's taken more than his fair share of ladder points from me, so I can tell you that he's a pretty decent player. Exo Striker, don't know too much about him, but it looks like he's an EU player as we are playing on, on EU right now. You can hear that countdown. You know what that means. That means we're getting into the game. All right. First game map is going to be on Acropolis, or Acropolis, as one Benjamin Baker likes to call it. Just loading into it right now. And here we go. We are going to have spawning down in the bottom right position, representing... Is this Iron Curtain? Yes, I believe it is. Give it up for Exo Strike. Of course, they're all on Alpha X, but, you know, for now, they're representing their own little squads. And we have spawning up in the top left. It is representing Team Sippy Cup, Mage. Mage, of course, an NA player, quite a good player himself. Don't know too much about Exo Striker. Looks like something about this pylon just makes me think that this is the same position for a pylon for if he was playing against Terran. I feel like you can build a Cyber Core that would block this Reaper jump up point from here. I feel like that's calculated. Obviously, it doesn't have anything to do with this particular matchup, but it just seems like he's done the math there, and he knows that that's a good spot. He's just always going to put it there. Exo Striker going for actually both of them. Just a little bit of scout in the natural, making sure they're not getting cannon rush. It's important. It's a very good thing to check for. Something else we noticed, I noticed during another PvP match is the early gas amounts that each player is mining can really significantly impact what build they're going for. It's usually just a good little indicator. Both players, of course, similar timings on their Cyber Core. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Exo Striker, we do see 3 and 1 on gases as opposed to just 2 and 2 for Mage. Really makes no difference at all. But both of them prioritizing... Well, actually, Mage, no, he's... Yeah, Mage is prioritizing mineral income just a little bit more. So he's going to use that advantage in mineral income to get a couple quick stalkers. Whereas looks like Exo Striker is gearing up to do a proxy Stargate most likely here. You can see that gas count really starting to rise. And, oh, no, it's going to be proxy Robo. So this may be, almost definitely this will be an attempt to steal a very quick game in this series. Both players, well, actually Mage, yeah, he is continuing to build probes. And this, if he expands, if he doesn't get some very quick shield batteries. Oh, but look at this scout. Okay, so he is definitely not going to expand here. He knows exactly what's coming. And actually, with 2 Stalkers versus just 2 Adepts, he may be able to take the fight to his opponent. Exo Striker recognizing that, he is going to be building a shield battery at this location. He is going to be trying to dig in right here. Nice positioning on the high ground. Going to give himself a little bit of, well, actually, it really only gave him one free shot there. And this first Adept will go down before the shield battery is finished. Second Adept, actually, it might even be closest to even if that shield battery finishes. No, it should be just barely coming up in time. But he is going to lose almost all of the energy there in order to make sure this does get up. Now, there are 2 pylons here, so this Immortal is very likely to get out here. Oh, first Stalker does get taken down. Mage not expecting that reinforcing Stalker coming. And he was able to kill 1 Adept, but he lost a Stalker for it, so I really don't know that that was worthwhile for him. Meanwhile, at home, his own Robo it's pretty far from finishing up. Ultimately forcing that shield battery, forcing his opponent's units away. This is still pretty good for Mage. He's buying a lot of time. He's buying a lot of time. Okay, oh, look at this. Ooh. Oh, man, a force field right there could have killed potentially 3 Stalkers. 2 of them very low on HP. A third one would have been trapped out as well, but did not seize that opportunity right there. Now, behind this, Mage, he probed up so hard. He is up 8 workers, but ultimately that's not going to help him very much without an expansion, and it looks like he wants to expand right now. I don't think I like that. He does have his first Immortal very nearly finished for Orbs and a few more Stalkers, and that will give him the opportunity to most likely hold this ramp until that War Prism gets here. Oh, man, you got to be so careful right now. He goes for the War Prism. Huge dive, and I really disagree with that decision. Gets 1 Immortal, but he's going to lose a lot of these Stalkers here. Now, however, with his own Immortal, these shield batteries finishing up, this is actually looking like a pretty good situation for him, all things considered. If he can get that War Prism, that is going to be huge. Not going to be able to do that, though. Does lose a Stalker. And I don't like him sallying forth this far, but more Stalkers reinforce, and he does have an Immortal versus no Immortal, but his own reinforcing Immortal comes up, and this, with the combination of the War Prism, may give him the opportunity to really finish his opponent. Nice, gets a moving shot on that Immortal, and he is going to take it out. This is very, very problematic for the Blue Protoss player, and he does not have any Immortals coming forward. War Prism does pop out here, rebuilds another Immortal, but man, this is looking rough for him right now. And if he can, if Exo Striker can take down these shield batteries, this is going to be really problematic for him. Both players really nice on the War Prism Micro here. However, that 1 Immortal is adding so much DPS every time it gets a shot. And it looks like Mage might actually end up getting broken here. A lot of low health Stalkers for Exo Striker, but he is keeping them alive very effectively right now. 1 Zealot gets a swipe in, and that does a lot. But that barrier was very useful there for Exo Striker. And it looks like Mage may have overcommitted a little bit too far out, trying to crush this attack, when really all he needed to do was chill. If he chilled, I think he had this game in the bag, but looks like we may see Team Iron Curtain taking a quick 1-0 lead in this series. This Gateway in serious trouble right here, and he really needs to keep this alive. He's already down 1 gate in terms of production. Oh, no, he did actually build the 3rd gate, so it's now 2 gates to 3, but this is Exo Striker ahead in every meaningful way. Immortal gets picked off, and I think that's probably going to be it. Really fantastic War Prism Micro coming down from both sides. And I just don't see any way that Mage can hold on. That shield battery keeping the Immortal alive for a long time there. But I just don't think it's going to be enough. Exo Striker getting a little bit bunged up right there. But well played. Game 1 goes the way of Team Iron Curtain. Nicely done to him. And we are going to be switching over to the NA server for this next match. Next match, just going to take a quick gander at who it is here. Oh, love that. Love that Arcturus Mengsk. That's some cute stuff right there. Next one is going to be Justice Simon versus Art. So Iron Curtain looking to take a 2-0 lead off of the back of their captain here. Just one sec. There we go. Perfect. Looks like second map is going to be Winter's Gate here. All right, so we're just going to be getting into this second map here. Very well played right there from sorry, Exo Striker. Actually, both players had some really, really good stuff. Mage with a really nice scout, able to find what his opponent was doing, but he wasn't able to show the patience, I think, necessary to take that first game down. You might have noticed that the Protoss emblems are out in force for these two teams. Both teams are very heavily Protoss. There is, in fact, I think only one Terran between both teams, and we're going to see that player going up against Estrella. And, well, they may have themselves a little bit of an uphill battle when it comes to trying to take down someone like Estrella. Winter's Gate will be the second map. We are getting into it right now. Raise your dongers for these guys. Oh. And we have spawning up in the top left position, representing Team Sippy Cup, i.e. Estrella's team. Give it up for Justice Simon. Can he find justice for Simon? We'll see. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right position, representing Team Iron Curtain. Can he shut the door on NATO? It is Art. I'm expecting we're going to see a lot of players opening with this double gate. Very unlikely to see too many cannon rushers coming down here. Just the way of things. Now we will get to delve into a little bit more of the depths of PvP throughout this series. Plumb the depths, as it were. Now it's not as though we're seeing a lot of different games between all of the different. Sorry, we don't get to see different players or the same players play PvP over and over again. So we're not going to be able to see transitions between that, but we might get to see how each individual player likes to approach a best of one. A lot of it will come down to that early gas mining. Both players in this position going for the relatively quick gas. Both of them on 15 saturation. Not going to be going up to the 16 probes right away, or even 18 probes that I've seen that I saw Puck versus Art go for. Now looking at Art's play from before, he looked very good in this matchup. He looked extremely, extremely polished in PvP. Justice Simon going for a little bit of cheeky mineral harass there. Really mucking about with the mining of Art, and he hasn't fixed it yet. He's got 3 mining on this this location. 1 here, 1 here. Yeah, just a little bit of cheekiness coming out. But here, now it's technically fixed. Just needs 1 more probe right here. That'll be all good. Very, very minor stuff, but in a mirror matchup like PvP, where everything is calculated down to the second, it can make a little difference. Double Adept is going to be the opening of choice for Art, and for Justice Simon. Art versus Puck. He really liked that Stalker Sentry. We can see he's going back to basics right here. Just scouting around for his opponent, making sure there's nothing right here. Even I noticed that Art liked to really chrono boost that first sentry, get a very, very quick hallucination scout. And we will see that coming out very, very shortly. There it is. And Double Adept is going to be attempting to come in right here. Art pulling the trigger extremely soon on that. Doesn't want to mess around. Can't really blame him. Now Justice Simon, he's going to be expanding and putting down a proxy pylon. Is this going to be for proxy Stargate while expanding? Art, he's going to see that his double Stalker, quick expand. Now will he see these double sentries pop out? Oh, he does see the robotics facility. That's a nice scout. Doesn't see the additional sentries here. That would have been a really, really good spot for him. But as it is, he's happy with his own expansion timing. Going to be grabbing his own robotics facility. And that's the advantage of this very, very quick scouting Phoenix here. Looks like Justice Simon was able to get away with that that low health Adept there. And, Art, he's going to be warping in a couple Adepts of his own. Maybe trying to sneak around his opponent here. Now, this is a little bit unfortunate for him. He might actually just lose these. Oh. Oh, wow. They just got missed right there. But this is actually pretty nice for him. He ends up sneaking by with the Adepts and ends up seeing the Stalker push out with his hallucinated Phoenix right there. And that's going to allow him to warp in another Stalker, another Sentry, and he will have these units in position. And he's got 3 force fields here. If Justice Simon gets a little bit too spicy here. Oh, nobody's going to get the Adepts into the main. And he even gets jumped on in the natural here. And this could be... Oh, no, he canceled... Yeah, he canceled the Shades. Very interesting. I'd have actually liked to have seen him move back with his main force. And... yeah, no, this turns out to be very, very good for Art. After I was expecting this would be a real problem for him. Oh, wow, last second. Builds that Shade. He is going to lose the 1 probe at the natural, but he'll trade out the Adept for it. Meanwhile, chases down most of the units, and Art is in a pretty nice position right here. And behind that, he starts up the Twilight Council. Let's take a look back in at Justice Simon's base. He's already going into charge right here. Is he going to try and get some kind of crazy attack done? Oh, wow. Double Twilight Council for Art. That is a very big mistake right there. That is, I'm assuming one of those was meant to be a forge. That's really unfortunate for him. Will he notice in time? Hopefully. Because that's quite a bit of money at this stage in the game. You don't want to be making those kinds of goofs. Now, he is pushing out behind this. He is continuing to probe up. We see Justice Simon. Looks like he's actually preparing for his own little all-in. Potentially, at the very least. He's got... going to be going up to 5 gateways here. Cutting probe production and relying on that charge. I think he may be trying to get... get some kind of cheeky attack going. Really nice force fields right there. Catching a lot of units is Art. And his own units that were in peril right there, he just picks them up with War Prism, drags them back, and this is looking like a really, really nice push from Art. I don't know if Justice Simon's going to be able to hold on. His gateways have not yet come online, and probes are pulled off the line, but this is going to be a lot of damage being done. Already 4 probes, 5 probes, 6 probes going down. And just now we have that charge finishing up. Now, this is where things get a little bit dicey for Art if he sticks around too long. He has not been warping in. Oh, he actually... Huh. He actually recall... Oh, okay. Recalls to pick up the second Immortal, and he is going to be moving back with that Warp Prism. Really strange decision there, but... I don't know. Behind this, Justice Simon is in... He is hurting right now. He is in a real rough spot. Warps in a few sentries, does the Blue Protoss player. That's very interesting. He is just going to be focused purely on warping in units right now. But Art, he's got his charge finishing up. He's got a bunch more gateways, even building a shield battery here. Knows he's in a good position. So this is going to be 3 shield batteries now at the front, even creating a little bit of a mini choke. But this is big. Oh, no. Artosis pylon galore. 4 gateways. The Robo and the Twilight Council getting unpowered. There's just no way. Charge Lots will catch a couple of Art's units here, but I just don't see any way, especially with a couple Archons finishing up. This is going to be a very quick 2-0 lead for Team Iron Curtain. There is just no way Justin Simon can make this work, and he is going to tap out. 9 probes were going down behind that, and really nice play from Art coming down there. Well done. Oh, score on the stream. Yes, of course. Thank you. And we're just going to update this score as well. Looks like the Clan War style of that first map is really favoring the Arts team here. Now we do have Estrella Max Angel most likely coming in. Try and stem the flow, stop the bleeding, as it were. Map should be on a Disco Bloodbath. I think we're just waiting on... Well, I'm not too sure what we're waiting on. If anyone here has taken a look yet at the Nation Wars results, you're in for some interesting stuff. Not gonna spoil it, but yeah, definitely some funky stuff happening in that Nation Wars. Very, very neat to see what has happened. Side of the... Oh, very neat to see what happened there. And so behind this, we will be looking... Well, we'll just be looking for... Hang on one second. It's going to be Estrella versus Tokon on Disco Bloodbath. Yes, yes. Just waiting on the players here. We are just chilling, as it would seem. And it looks like Team Iron Curtain and Team Sippy Cup did play earlier. Art was able to take down both Mage and Justice Simon earlier. Estrella... Wow, Exo Striker actually took 2 games off Estrella. Damn. Yeah, so they played in the group stage round 2 of this little tournament here. Art looks like he's really been putting in work for Team Iron Curtain here. He won 2 maps against Team Sippy Cup, against he was able to take a map versus Antis, but then he dropped a map versus Antis. But he was able to beat Sinner in the ace match of the first clan war that they played. So far in this clan war, or well, throughout this whole series, I should say, he's really been a force for them. He got an all kill against a team comprised of Psych, Aster, and Asuna. He got 2 kills against Team Sippy Cup when they played earlier. So, and then he went 2-1, including an ace match win against Team Iron Curtain. So he is 8-1 for his team so far in this this little set of clan wars. So he has been definitely their MVP. That being said, Exo Striker has been not too bad for them either, taking 2 maps against Estrella in the match against Iron Curtain in that earlier group stage that they had. That's pretty impressive. So we're just making up the lobby right here. Interesting. Thank you for your patience there in the chat. Just going to be getting into things pretty soon, hopefully. There we go. Disco Bloodbath being made right here. And there we go. There's the elusive Estrella. He's in the lobby the whole time. Boom. Look at that. Now they're tearing. A+ production. Heh. All right. Will Estrella be able to put his team on the board here? They're really counting on him. Make this happen. Let's see if they just can. I think they can. I believe in Max Angel. Hashtag. Do you believe? I believe. Just getting loaded up here. Max Angel, one of those players, Estrella, very, very, very good. Really brings a lot to the table for his team. And he's going to have to here because he is down 2-0 against the player on the team here representing Team Iron Curtain. It is Alpha X's Tokon. Tokon? Not too sure. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right position of Disco Bloodbath, the team captain. He's got to captain his butt off here. It is Estrella. Now we are finally going to get to see some non-PvP here. This could potentially be one of the only games in the Clan War where that is the case. Hopefully we'll get a few more, but we'll see. We already see Estrella going for a pretty quick scout here. Very, very interesting. Not anything crazy just yet, but it could be an indication of something. Nope, just gonna be that quick scout. Nothing crazy happening. Tokon doesn't want to get harassed there. He put his own probe. Ooh, he's not gonna get gas blocked here. He's actually worried about that. And Estrella's like, oh, I see what you're doing. Just gonna start tasering that one little one little SCV. Couple SCVs come off the line, but they're chasing air. They're trying to get a hand on the sun. It's just not happening. He will be a nuisance with this probe, though. Oh, but he's going to see it's Marine first coming out of Tokon. Tokon will not be able to get that probe, but Estrella gets some valuable information. And he's going to know what's up. Oh, look at this. Taking advantage of just this, the loss of vision with this ramp. Interesting. Now, what is this? Tokon. What are you doing? Yep, that is a proxy factory. Are we... No. Are we seeing double proxy factory right now? Could this be? Or is this for another barracks? Oh, man. This could be an epic gamer moment right here. What's being thrown down? If it's a barracks, it'll be right now. No, it's going to be a second factory. My God. Tokon, you madman. There it is. Double factory. Now, this is a build that Masa did against Petit Drogo in WCS Montreal. Yeah. Max Angel, he is going for a Stargate opener. I cannot believe we're seeing this. Unreal. Unreal coming out of Tokon. Tokon, I'm not actually sure if... Apologies if that's an incorrect pronunciation there. Now, if Estrella can get any sort of hint that this is happening, this'll help him so much in the defense. Honestly, just pump out a Void Ray or two. Ooh, if Estrella sees that there is an SCV with this, that might actually tip him off a little. Oh, wow, the probe control was really nice right there. And he sees that this is just going to be a push. SCVs, they are going to be probably building a couple bunkers here at the front. Now, looks like 2 oracles are coming down. Estrella builds a couple extra gateways as well. Oh, man. He is going to see no SCVs at the natural, and he is going to be... Oh, wow. He actually sees the tank with the one probe. That is a really great scout right there. 3 shades did go forwards here. Now, this is actually kind of awkward for Tokon. He's going to lose all of these units here. If Estrella... Well, he's going to be picking off a lot. No, not the gas. Okay. Oof. Retargets the... And he's going to be... Sorry, retargets the Oracle. He's going to be chasing back his opponent's push here. We'll get this SCV and the tank. I think this is... Yeah, this is over. This is absolutely over. There is no way that Tokon can make this work. Stargate really is a natural counter to this build. And... in addition, he was able to jump right on top of what his opponent did. Gets on top of the siege tank as it sieges. It gets one shot, but that is not going to be enough right there for the Terran player. I like this. He shades back. He may actually lose one adept. Yeah, he will, but that's not going to be the end of the world. Warps in a few more adepts, and I just don't see any way that that Tokon can keep this push going. This is all but over. All but the crying. And this is going to be Estrella putting his team on the board. Cyclone manages to get one shot for the tank with that vision. But yeah, Oracles jump in right here, and they are going to take everything down. And that is going to be Team Sippy Cup bringing things back just a little bit right here. Well done to the Protoss Phenom, Estrella. Really, really nice awareness with his scouting there. He was looking everywhere. He figured it was a proxy, and he was 100% right. What a balls-to-the-wall build. Gotta love it. Did not give any cares at all there. Now, this is where we switch from the Clan War mode into an all-kill format. This is a best-of-9 Clan War winner chicken dinner. Brings themselves a nice little payday. This is a $600 tournament, in-house tournament. Winner gets 400, loser gets 200. So, and it's split between 3 players. So already both these teams, 4 players. 4 players? Yes, 4 players. Already teams have maybe 3 players. I'm not too sure. Either way, Sippy Cup is actually on the team as well, but I don't think he's played a match just yet. I think each team only fields 3 players. I think. That seems right. Either way, well done by Estrella there. It seems like PvP may be one of his weaker points, though. So, Iron Curtain, a bit of a natural counter, potentially, to Estrella. That doesn't mean they're going to win, but they are already up 2-1. And Art, we've seen his PvP already looking pretty good. We saw a nice little showing from... Well, Mage actually did have the opportunity there against Exo Striker. And I thought he was going to take it down, but Exo Striker with that decisive build, Mage, he sniffed it out, but he wasn't able to have the patience really required to make that hold, to galvanize it, as it were. Looks like we are going to be getting into World of Sleepers here for... Interesting. Okay, yeah, World of Sleepers. It's going to be Art versus... Bump-a-da-bump. Who do we have? If it's the same style as Nation Wars, it would actually have to be Estrella. Yes, it is going to be Estrella. I'm all disoriented by the daylight savings time switch. It's really making things feel weird. All right, and we are getting into it right away here. Currently looking to put his team up in a very good position here. Representing Iron Curtain, give it up for Art, the red Protoss player. And trying to put the P back in PvP. Not sure what that means. Is representing Team Sippy Cup, Estrella. Showing some nice defensive PvT there. But this is a different beast. And Art looks like he is going for a cannon rush right here. Oh, man. Now, Estrella already, he's built the gateway that he... Well, his first gateway is lower down. So this is already a little bit better. It's going to be further out of range. Oh, now he needs to get wise to this very, very quickly. Because if he cannot get something figured out here... Now, he will see the probe from his opponent, but this looks like it could be a normally timed probe scout. Now, once he sees this second probe, he is going to be figuring this out very quickly. And there we go. Pylon already coming down. Probe locked into a nice little position. Now, how far does this cannon reach? Okay, okay, he cancels that, builds the Cybernetics Core. That's pretty good for him. Now, Art, which pylon of this is he going to cancel? I think he's going to cancel the left side. Yep, there it is. Oh, and this cannon does, in fact, reach. And already 2 probes going down to that cannon. This is a little bit painful for Estrella. You got to target down that 1 cannon there. You don't want that getting up. Zealot is on the way, but there will be at least 1 cannon. Well, at least 2 that get up on the high ground. And this is exceptionally awkward right now for Estrella. He's actually going to be sending this Zealot across the map, maybe? Yes, he will. Zealot and Stalker are primed to potentially go across the map. But look, Estrella already getting unpowered here with one of these. On the other side of the map, we have the gateway for Art coming up. And looks like Estrella was thinking gas steal. Art putting a stop to that right there. Oh, no. Will this Stalker get out? He needs to chrono it again. But he doesn't have another chrono. And he is going to just barely not get it out. That is so painful. He will start up a robotics facility. But this is looking very rough for him. Art starts up another photon cannon. This one will be in range of the robotics facility. And I think this might be it. I don't know if Estrella... I don't know how he can possibly hold. Actually, there is no... Okay, there's no cannon at home. This Zealot may actually be able to really put the hurt on Art right here. Oh, no, he can't get into that position that he wanted to. And this Zealot's going to be running for its life for a little bit of time. Already all the shields going down there. Okay, finally, Art changes the priority of the cannon to the robotics facility for Estrella. Estrella, there's no way. There is no way he is getting out that Immortal. Now, this one cannon is not attacking the robotics facility. But there's just no way. He does not have another Chrono Boost saved up. And that second cannon, as it does finish up the pylon, it's just not going to have... that robotics facility does not have the HP it needs to stay alive. And Estrella taps out. GG. Art with the decisive cannon rush. Estrella was not prepared. Oh, man, and that is super painful. Art pulls the trigger. Pulls the trigger, puts Max Angel in the ground. A little bit vicious right there. But you got to hand it to him. Now, who is going to be the next player for Team Alpha X? Just kidding. They're both Alpha X. Art will be the next player for, of course, Team Iron Curtain. But who is Sippy Cup going to send out? I think it's got to be Mage. I don't think they can send out Estrella yet. Or if they do, it's going to be one of those situations where it's like, well, that's your revive. You've used him up. Looks like they're just figuring out which server we should be playing on for this next game. So it looks like it is going to be still on NA here. And I do believe they're going to be reviving Estrella. So we are just waiting on this this lobby to be made. Think this should be a pretty good one, assuming that it is a rematch. Estrella certainly going to be keeping an eye out for any kind of that cannon rush once again. Estrella not too sure what maps are available. I do believe it's played on the old map pool there, so... New patch, old map pool. Very interesting stuff. All right. Just waiting on it. Pro gamers, notorious for their I just kind of hop in and play attitude, and I feel that. I know it. Estrella just not sure which maps are still available. Thunderbird. All right. There we go. There we go. We are getting into it right now. Thunderbird LE. Good stuff. It is going to be Estrella, as predicted. Only thing, will he be able to stabilize here for his team? They're reeling a little bit. Rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling. Will they be able to stem the tide, stem the flow of blood? Now, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right position of Thunderbird LE, representing Team Iron Curtain? No. It was a test. Representing Team Sippy Cup, it is Estrella. Going for that in-base pylon here. Will he be getting cheeky with that? Maybe going for his own cannon rush. Let's see. And his opponent spawning up in the top left position. Representing Team Iron Curtain, it is Art. Now he'll be going for the gateway. It looks like Estrella going for the gateway as well. Just Just going for a little bit of a different approach to the matchup. Now, I still think he's going to go double gate, but will he actually go for something crazy and go for like a 1-gate expand? I saw when this patch was relatively new, Legacy of the Void, the 2-gate opening off the back of the Sentry change. I did see Hearthstone a couple times. He did go for a 1-gate expand, and it's pretty effective. If your opponent doesn't scout it or doesn't go proxy robo. Now, if your opponent goes for a proxy robotics facility, it is much less effective. Now, Estrella will be going just for that simple standard stuff. But off the back of this, he does have an ever so slightly faster gateway timing. Not significantly, but it is a little bit. Cybernetics scores are pretty much the same, though, so it doesn't make too much difference. Really, it's just the mining time difference. Now, Estrella has gotten to full saturation a tiny bit faster as a result of this. Oh, look at this. Art going for a cheeky, not proxied pylon. Estrella, after all of this, he does go for a very, very late Cannon Rush Scout. Or anti-Cannon Rush Scout, I should say. He's always tended towards the greedy side of things. Oh, look at this. Going for his own not proxied pylon. Now, Art behind this, he went Stalker Sentry. Did not chrono boost out his Sentry as he did the previous... well, in many of his previous series that I've seen from him. Now, Estrella, he has elected to also go Stalker Sentry. And, oh, they're featuring the not proxied pylon. It's the not proxied Stargate. Cheeky coming out of Art. Now, will we see something similar from Estrella? I don't think so. In fact, he is absolutely not doing that. He's going for a very fast expansion of his own right here. Art, after that Stalker Sentry, going double Stalker here. And will he... Okay, there we go. Throws down an expansion of his own. Now, what is the tech building going to be for Estrella? Oh, look at this. He's actually faking... Was this a mistake? I feel like it had to be. I think he misclicked right there. Unless he's going for like a very... Yeah, no. Actually, he's going to use these double units here to scout around the map. That's a very inventive way of playing the game. Knows that Stalkers are pretty quick on their feet. And that's going to give him a lot of vision. Now, behind this, Art does see everything. Sees the robotics facility being built. Sees that Estrella took the expansion very quickly. Now, does Estrella... Yeah, does he have an idea of what his opponent's doing? Okay, ooh, this is really nice. Hallucinated Phoenix scouts the Oracle for Art, and Art actually changes direction right there. So he's going to leave 2 Stalkers in the main, and the rest of his units are at the natural. Responds quickly, and Art's forced away. Even warps in another Stalker into the main. This is looking pretty good for Estrella right here. He's up 5 probes. He is chrono boosting heavily into those probes. Now, Art does have a very quick forge. And this is kind of a hallmark of European PvP. They're very, very quick on those forges. They really like that fast upgrade style, and I gotta say, I like it. It's very, very strong. Hearthstone is one of those players that really pushes the envelope in terms of that. And, oh, this is nice for Estrella. Estrella sees exactly what's up. Sees the double Oracle. He's going to see that was thrown down, and he's going to see which direction the Oracles are now heading. He's even going to cast a Hallucinated Phoenix to keep an additional eye on those Oracles. Not going to reveal that he, in fact, has this Observer. Now, Twilight Council will be the follow-up here for Estrella. As well as a third Nexus here, very, very fast. And he's pouring Chrono Boost into the Forge here. He will be able to pretty much catch up on that upgrade timing. Twilight Council, in addition, coming down for Art, so no big surprise here. Just your standard PvP stuff. And this is really nice for Estrella. Just before his hallucination runs out, he sees Art throw down the third Nexus. And he's just cruising. He's just in a really nice position throughout this game. Just ahead in very small ways, but pretty much in every way. And due to the diligence of his Chrono Boost, he's actually gotten ahead now. Well, no, he's pretty much perfectly evened it out. Still, that's very good. Here comes that gateway explosion for Estrella as well. Going up to, yeah, that looks like 8 gateways in addition to that Templar Archives. Man, he is so good at probe production. And he's going to be, yeah, he's actually 10 seconds ahead right now on the upgrade timing. So just the mechanics of Estrella really showing through right here. And immediately goes into that +2. He's looking good. He's looking very, very good right now. Art on the other side also starting up that +2 very, very quickly. So they're very, it's unlikely that either player will be able to jump on top of a timing. Now we see a double Immortal drop coming down for Art. Estrella, does he have anything similar? Does not look like it. And you really got to hand it to Estrella here. He has not taken any damage whatsoever due to those Oracles. Even targeting down the lower health one right there. Now this War Prism coming in towards the third. It is going to get warded away by these Stalkers, but the Immortals, they're going to be able to take one of them out pretty much immediately. And Art just getting a tiny bit of chip damage right there. Ooh, I like this. Estrella with the very nicely positioned High Templar. Double feedback comes down, loses 3 probes, but that is it. Just in time did that High Templar get up to 100 energy. And look at this, going to be building a Photon Cannon right there. I like that. It's a nice little touch. That's the first damage those Oracles got. And they, well, they paid a little bit for it. Another thing that Estrella has been doing very, very well is tracking things with these hallucinated Phoenixes. You really got to appreciate that. 4th Nexus. And once again, the diligence of this Chrono Boost has been just a little bit better by Estrella, and he is continuing to now hold this lead that he's built for himself off the back of that. Now, a couple Oracles, they are going to try and get potentially some work done at this 3rd Nexus. They will find a little opening here, picking off just 2 probes. Better than nothing, though. Better than nothing, and that kind of evens things out a little bit. In fact, this game, realistically, this game has been even for a very, very large portion. Estrella taking very small leads and very small, well, just very small leads. Now, this timing on the 4th Nexus, that is, of course, his biggest advantage here throughout that game. Very lately timed Blink for Estrella, but, I mean, it will add utility. And it looks like he's actually going to be wanting to go into double Disruptor production behind this. So, Blink, Stalker, Disruptor. Kind of a classic combination in this this PvP matchup. Now, behind this, we see Mothership very, very quick for Art. Estrella posturing to destroy the 4th base just ends up denying it. Straight up. Good stuff. Now, there's actually I think a pretty big, no, just a 1 Archon lead right now for Estrella, but Art does not have anything yet to contest with those Disruptors. Usually the best way to deal with that is Disruptors of your own. Oh, looks like could be a big fight right here. No, Estrella's just going to take position, and he's going to deny this 4th for even longer here. The longer he has this, where his opponent does not, this is really going to put him in a nice position. Now, he's got to be careful that he doesn't get jumped on, but I really feel that he is in the driver's seat now that these Disruptors have joined up for the fight. His opponent's Mothership is not there. Now, is there detection for Estrella? I don't actually think he's got much on the map. Just 2 observers. And with the... Okay, oof. 1 Disruptor does hit home, but there is, I don't think, any detection in this army for Estrella. Nice nice move by Art, not falling for that right there. Oh, man, he did not quite get that Warp Prism. One hit away from dying. And Estrella is forced back off the back of that Mothership. Behind this, he'll be getting, I believe that is Observer Speed right there. +3 attack finishes up, and he will be going into shields. Yep, there it is. 5th Nexus coming down as a... His 5th Nexus is faster than his opponent's 4th. This is really, really nice for Estrella. But he needs to do more than just sit around if he wants to capitalize on this lead. He's got the lead, but he doesn't really have anything to do with it. Now, oh, looks like he is going to be transitioning into air right here. Building a couple more Stargates, a fleet beacon, and even going up into that +1 air attack. But here, big attack coming in through the middle. Oh, wow, really nice disruptor shots coming down for Estrella. However, Art does have a lot of charge odds with this army, but he's fighting without +3. And this is, he's chasing his opponent back, but once again, the supply is still pretty nice for Estrella. Big charge lot warping in, and he's going to be getting a lot of defender's advantage right here. Oh, man, huge disruptor shots coming down, taking down several of the Immortals for Art, and there it is, the final overcommitment. And GG is called as he loses the Mothership and all of his power units. He had nothing in terms of reinforcements there. It looked like that was good for Art for a while, but he really was just really pushing too hard. And we see Team Sippy Cup off the back of Estrella. They're swinging back. Art suffers his second loss of this this whole Alpha X Civil War series. Possibly his first one in PvP. Is that right? Yeah, that's his first loss in PvP. He has played, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he's played 6 or 7 PvPs now. I think that's his 7th PvP, actually. And that is his first loss in the matchup. He is yet to play a PvT. Yep, that is right. He is yet to play a PvT. That's crazy. Estrella trusting in the heart of the Protoss, relying on them to bring him forward to a victory. And so far, it's been pretty good for him. All right, looks like we're switching over to EU for the next map. There's that nice Arcturus Mengsk. Arcturus Mengsk. Hey, how's it going, more shame, Meow? Welcome, welcome. We chilling right now. We are currently waiting for who Team Iron Curtain is going to send out to answer this Estrella threat. So far, Art was able to take him down with a cannon rush, but in that macro game, Estrella looked a lot stronger. Looked very, very dominant. That being said, I don't think necessarily Art's going to be able to, Art's going to go down quietly. Should Max Angel turn up? All right, we are just getting into it pretty shortly. There we go. So it looks like Exo Striker is the choice for... Wow. Looks like, yeah, sorry, Exo Striker is the choice for Team Iron Curtain to try and stem the flow here. Exo Striker had quite a bit of success against Estrella earlier. He was able to take 2 maps off of him in their earlier meeting. Oh, actually, no, sorry. One of them was a map win. The other one was actually a walkover. I did not see that till just now. So actually only 1 map going in the direction of Exo Striker over Estrella. That being said, that's still one. That's still a map win. And now we are getting into it right away here. We are bringing you map 6 on Triton. It is spawning down in the bottom right position, looking to put the ace player of Team Sippy Cup in the ground. Give it up for Exo Striker. And his opponent in the top left position, looking to really carry his squad forward. It is representing Team Sippy Cup, the captain Estrella. Now both players, no cannon rush here. We already got that one out of the way. Estrella's going to be on the lookout for it. Now, will we see Estrella try and mix things up throughout this series? He has to assume that his opponents are going to be looking for any kind of weakness they might be able to exploit. And playing, you know, 5 PvP macro games in a row, that's going to get exhausting over the course of, well, over the course of 5 games, if that is what it comes down to. Although, actually, I'm not sure if he can be revived once again. I'm not too sure about that. We'll have to see. I think he can be revived for the ace match, potentially, if it comes down to that. But in order to get to that ace match, they'd have to win a couple more games. And, well, at this point, I think he's just focusing on one foot in front of the other. Exo Striker, let's see what he's got in store for us here. Both players. Well, actually, Estrella going for the faster saturation of his gases. Quite a bit faster, in fact. He's going to use that to get double Stalker. Oh, no, it's going to be Stalker Sentry. Okay, there we go. Exo Striker going double Adept, and it looks like he's going to be building a Proxied Stargate here, if I had to guess. Now, he could, in theory, go for that Proxy Robo. Yep, he is going to be doing the same thing he did against Mage, I believe. Now, Estrella, will he be able to sniff this out? Was it Exo... Yeah, it was Exo Striker versus Mage that this happened. Yeah. Now, Exo Striker will finally lose his probe in the main base there. This is barely proxied. Like, this is really far away from his opponent's base. It's not actually that advantageous for him to do this. But Estrella is the kind of player that plays a little bit greedy. He likes to go heavily into economy. We already see that off the back of these 4 extra probes that he's built over his opponent. Now he's clearly sniffed something out because he is building shield batteries here. What did he see? He actually builds a pylon in his opponent's base, and I don't think Exo Striker has any idea. Yeah, he does not. If two Adepts get warped in there, this could be lights out actually for Exo Striker, as before this attack even really comes in. And Estrella seeing, okay, yeah, he knows what's up. He is battening down the hatch, and he's battening down the hatches, and he's going to be in a great position for this push. Now he needs another pylon in this base here, but look at this. These Adepts are going to be warping into the main base of his opponent, And Exo Striker, where are his gateways in terms of cooldown? I'm not too sure, but I'm assuming that they've been warped in very soon. And this may be just a very, very quick game game 1 right here. And he's actually locked his probes into the main base. And he is hurting right here. Already losing 6 workers. Now this is still a very scary moment for Estrella. He did use a couple warp-ins on the other side of the map. He has this Artosis pylon here. Now he's going to be very quickly pulling the probes. Nice force fields right there. But with the Warp Prism from Exo Striker, he will be able to get away here. Now, really, all Estrella has to do is hold. Nice, that sentry with a lot of energy goes down. Warp Prism is keeping a lot of units here alive for Exo Striker, but he doesn't have enough. He lost every probe on the other side of the map. And look at that. We've got, off the back of that crazy proxy pylon, Estrella takes down game 6 and evens the score at 3 apiece. It now effectively becomes a best of 3 for these two teams. First to 5 wins. Well done. Well done by Estrella. And we'll have to see who Iron Curtain decides to revive here. Well done right there by Estrella. The Sippy Cup repping that Estrella in the chat. That looked pretty scary for a little bit, but you got to have vision of your whole main. You got to have vision of the entire thing, or you will get bitten. And Estrella, he bites back. He's got bark and bite. Now, who is Team Iron Curtain going to send out here? They've already sent out... Let's take a look at this. They've already sent out... Oh, wait, Jeterix. He did go out for them. Not this time. Okay, so they have actually played all 4 of their players throughout these clan wars, but I believe you only use 3 normally. Looks like we're getting into Ephemeron here. And it is going to be Art. So they're using that revive on Art. I'm not sure if they'll have another revive for him should they need to, but I'm not too sure. Actually, I think that I think this is kind of a must-win for Art right here. Well, realistically, it's kind of a must-win for both players because I think if either of them goes down here, they will be kind of forced. Yeah, they'll be forced to play another player before the ace match. And I think it's for that ace match that they get the revive. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen the Nation War style played in a best of 9 format yet. So I'm not too sure how that would calculate out, especially when there's still only those 3 players. Either way, should be a good match. That's for after this match, for where we figure that out. All right, and we are getting into it right here. The man, the myth, the legend. It is representing Alpha X and his subclan Team Sippy Cup. Give it up for Estrella. Really pulling off some nice moves in these last 2 PvPs we've seen from him. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right position. He beat him with a cannon rush before, but he lost in the macro game pretty handily. It is representing Team Iron Curtain, a division of Alpha X. Give it up for Art. Now, both players opening up Gateway here. We're not going to be seeing Art go for another cheeky cannon rush here. He's going to have to win this one through blood, sweat, and tears. And Estrella, he's going to be looking to put those tiers on his opponent, bring forth the waterworks. Now, is he going to be bringing up anything special here? He's played mostly defensive, mostly standard. He has not been the one to do something crazy yet. Art, on the other hand, he's, well, is he scouting for a proxy here, or is he looking to throw down a proxy of his own? We'll have to see in a very, very quick moment. Oh my goodness. No! No way. Art, are you serious? Oh my god, he sees it. What a scout coming out from Art. Estrella, he is not going to see the second proxied pylon of his opponent. Now, this is very significant. These are very early proxies. These are like the earliest proxies you can do. Oh, and it's going to be a proxied Robo. Art, he's chronoing out a Stalker. This is going to give him a really strong ability to shut this down. Now, we saw Mage try and shut it down from his opponent, but he was not able to do that. He didn't have what he needed, and the important part of that was that Exo Striker versus Mage, when Exo Striker was scouted, he knew that he was scouted, so he reinforced his position with another gateway, with another pylon, even a shield battery, which ended up coming in massively handy. But Estrella did not know that Art saw it. And so when these two Stalkers show up, this is bad news for him. He's going to have to cancel this. Oh, but he's not going to. Oh, I don't like that decision. And the Chrono Boost comes down, but it's going to be mostly wasted here. Art depowers that gateway, and that is really nice for him. Meanwhile, couple Adepts are trapped on the other side of the map, and this is looking very, very bad for Estrella to start things off here. He's going to recall, but he's going to lose one of those Adepts. Oh, man, that is so painful. Now, does he realize there's a probe in his main? I don't think so. On the other side of the map, he loses this robotics facility. He will rebuild it, and he's building a Nexus as well. But this is a lot of resources lost for Estrella. And Art, behind this, he is building a Warp Prism. He's going to have Warp Gate finishing up. He's going to be able to build 2 units at a time. I'm assuming he's probably going to warp in a couple units here. Well, actually, no. He's probably going to warp them in at home and then just ferry them across. Get that quicker warp in? No, it will be right here. Now, Estrella, he knows that an attack is likely to come. He's building a couple shield batteries at the natural, but they're not done yet. And Art has a ton of units. Already picks off 1 sentry. Another Stalker getting targeted down. Before these shield batteries finish up, shield battery will be working on keeping this Stalker alive, but it's almost completely drained as a result of it. And he doesn't even get 1 Stalker of Art's. And this, there's just no way. No way can Estrella hold on right here. He's got an Immortal coming down, but he will absolutely have to sack this Nexus. Does cancel it, so that's good. But this is just looking so terrible for Estrella right here. Everything went against him in this game. Oh, Force Fields! Force Fields! They're too late. And it's misplaced on top of that. And this is going to be it. There's just no way. 1 Immortal pops out. His barrier is immediately put on cooldown. And he is just dead. Nice Force Field right there. Actually, Estrella does get the Immortal away for just a second. And these probes are getting a nice little surround. Meanwhile, no, there just wasn't anything. He had 0 army supply. Looked like a couple workers went down on the other side of the map, potentially. Or was that... I'm not even sure. Either way, Art with the really good scouting there and the decisive build to not allow Estrella to catch up. Now, if Estrella had done something cheeky there, maybe, just maybe, there could have been some magic to be had, but unfortunately he just wasn't able... By letting the robotics facility finish, he really put himself just in a terrible position moving forward. That's really just too bad for him. Now, will we see... Actually, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what the situation is here. If, well, actually, yeah, I'm guessing we switch back to NA here. There's that lovely, lovely music that denotes the murder of thousands, millions of innocents. Just really quite nice. Murder music. All right, so we are back onto the NA server here. Not sure who is going to get revived here for Team Iron Curtain. It's gonna have to be a strong play from them. So far, Art has taken a lot of maps, really only losing that one map to Estrella. So it looks like Nightbot was temporarily banned from Twitch. Interesting. Oh no. That is quite an interesting one. Yep, that is quite an interesting one right there. You gotta hand it to those auto reports. Yikes. So I'm sure they're just discussing the rules of revive right here. Interesting. Welcome, Sun Lily. So yeah, we're just chilling right now, waiting for. Oh, looks like we've got a go in the chat. Hopefully we're gonna get into it very quickly. Art calling on that. Once again, thank you to GameStop and 24 Hours Fitness for helping to put this Alpha X Civil War together. Very, very cool stuff. Thunderbird. There we go. So the 8th map, the penultimate map here. We have Mage getting the call here for his team, trying to even things up, bring it to that actual ace match. We'll have to see if he is able to do so. And of course, it's going to be Art staying in for his team, trying to finish things off, close it out. Let's get into it. There we go. Disembodied. All right. So we have spawning down in the bottom right position, trying to even the series, send it to that ace match, that ever critical ace match. It is representing Team Sippy Cup. Give it up for Mage. Can he cast his way out of this one? And his opponent trying to draw his team a victory. Give it up for the red Protoss player representing Iron Curtain, Art. Or no, would he want to draw things out? That's a good question. Who knows? Let's see if he can paint his opponent into a corner. There we go. Paint his opponent into a corner. That's a terrible pun. So looks like we're seeing a very quick scout coming out from Art. Could be another cheeky proxy here. Mage, on the other hand, what are you up to? Going for the similar in-base double gate that Estrella did earlier in the series. Now, I'm not sure why. We know that Estrella was worried about a cannon rush. Mage, was he also worried about a cannon rush? Looks like he's building this. Look at this kind of Great Wall of China going up right here. Turning this whole area into just kind of a demarcation zone. Like, I don't need the ramp. I'm going to make my own wall. Very cool. Now, focusing on the gas mining a little bit here, we see Art going for just a little bit more gas mining. And by a little bit, I mean quite a bit more. He's got 50 more gas in the coming down the chute. Now it's going to be double Adept coming out for Mage. And Stalker Sentry coming out of Art. Really likes that Stalker Sentry. Now, will he get the Chrono Boost on the Sentry? I don't think so, since he has elected to go for that Probe Scout. But that being said, he is stockpiling a decent amount of Chrono Boost here. Does he want to do something with this? He doesn't have any proxied buildings. Doesn't have a Stargate or a Robo. It's just going to be an in-base Robo for him. And so far, they're mirroring each other in terms of Robo timing. Of course, this... No, okay, so Mage is going to find that probe there. That's nice for him. Huh. I'm expecting both players will go for a pretty quick expand right here. Mage going for the slightly faster expansion. Art. Oh, he's going to be able to find these Adepts. That's a little bit awkward for Mage right there. Oh, wow. What is... Okay, that's very funky. And this is a super weird scenario right here. So, 2 Adepts versus a Stalker, they do win. However, I don't know what Mage is doing right here, and I don't like it, to be honest. It was double Stalker follow-up after the Stalker Sentry. And I think he's going to actually lose this Adept right here. It's already pretty low. Yeah, for sure, 100%. 2 more shots will take it down. And there it goes. Now, we do see the Hallucinated Phoenix coming out across the map for Art. It did see... Well, actually, what did it see? Oh, wow. Wow, one of the Adepts gets through. The other one does not. So he's actually going to let those Shades finish. And going to go to town on one of these Sentries. Will he be able to take it down? They do a lot of damage to Sentries. Forces a Force Field. But he is able to save it. And that's 2 Sentries that were 1 hit from death right there. And the other Adept did get cleaned up. So far, Art has really not lost a lot. Just the probe and the canceled shield battery for pretty much 4 Adepts. That's pretty good for him. Now, Mage is nicely ahead in terms of economy at this point, and he does have a very, very fast Forge. Kind of stealing a little bit of the playbook of Art, who has really been favoring that fast Forge in a lot of his PvPs. And yeah, Mage is just a little bit ahead right now. At least economically. Now behind this, is he going to try and be decisive with some kind of crazy attack? Not too sure. He does throw down the Twilight Council. Does Art see it? Yes, he does. So that's a nice little scout with that hallucinated Phoenix. And Mage looks like he's going to try and get aggressive with a couple of Adepts, but Art sniffs it out. That's pretty nice for him. Now it's going to be double Immortal drop on the other side of the map. Now is Mage just going to basically wait for this hallucination to be finished up and then go in with those Adepts? Oh, wow, actually flying right through his opponent's stuff. He is going to see the Forge timing, sees the Twilight timing, and he's going to see that there's Stalkers in position to deal with this Adept drop. And I have to assume he's probably not going to go in with that. Now, Mage, he is looking like, oh, maybe not. He's been cutting workers for a little bit, and he builds a very significant gateway explosion and going up to charge. Does he want to try and force the issue here? But as I said that, he started up double gas production at the natural. Oh, but he's losing a couple pros right here. Already 4 workers. 5 even. 5 workers go down right there. Just for basically Immortal shield damage. Very, very nice. Very successful drop coming out here. But Mage is committing to this. He has cut worker production. He has... Did he throw down a Twilight Council? Or sorry, Templar Archives. No, it does not look like it. And these gases are in fact faked. But despite this, I think Art is wise to this. He's cut probes of his own? No, maybe not. Maybe he did get faked out by those gases. Looks like he wants to take a 3rd expansion. But he's going to be hesitating a little bit. He is down in army supply quite significantly. Charge finishes up for his opponent. And he also has that +1 attack that his opponent does not. And this is a ton of charge loss getting right on top of the army. Wow, he does save that Archon, so it does get to the back. It will be able to put a lot of damage in. And the Immortals of Mage were very late to the fight, but they are going to be starting to target down Art's Immortals very effectively right here. And it looks like Mage is going to send this to the ace match. Wow, what a decisive timing. And I've really got to applaud him for that fake double gas at the natural. That was so critical in making this attack a success, because Art just was not prepared. If he had known what was coming, he would have built shield batteries. He would have been battening down the hatches at his natural. He might have even walled that ramp between the nat and the 3rd. But because of those 2 gases at the natural, it faked him out completely. Really, really brilliant play coming out of Mage right there. And that sent it to the ace. Nice. Very nice. And that worked out so perfectly for Mage. That was like 4,000 IQ right there. The fact that the drop came into the natural and he saw it coming, or he saw that the drop was happening there. He saw that the gases were finishing up at the natural there. That was absolutely perfect for him. If he doesn't have those gases finished, his opponent's going to be like, this is too late. This doesn't make sense. You're doing some kind of all-in. And he would have almost definitely thrown down those shield batteries that he definitely needed. But because of what he saw, and it wasn't time enough for there to not be any mining from them. That just worked out so perfectly for Mage right there. And looks like we're going to be switching back over to Europe for this final ace match 4-4. The dream scenario. PvP all day, boys. Well done by both players, both teams. It was looking like Estrella was going to be the only benefactor for his team here, but we finally see his teammates starting to show up there. Now, I'm not too sure if either team can send out whoever they want for the ace match. Yeah, I think that'll be getting discussed right now. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Interesting. You know, you can always whenever something you're just trying to buy time, fill time, just always say interesting. Hey, Mint, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. We are just chilling. We're waiting for the ace players of this best of 9 clan war. My money is on a PvP right now. I can't imagine that with Team Iron Curtain having art ready to go, I can't imagine they're going to send out a Terran player to his death. This is a best of 9 in-house clan war between, all Alpha X players, but the two teams are Team Sippy Cup, which is comprised of uno momento, por favor. Team Sippy Cup, which is comprised of Estrella, Justice Simon, Mage, and Sippy Cup. And Team Iron Curtain, which is comprised of Art, Exo Striker, Tokon, and Jetorix. So far, we've had some really good back and forth PvPs. Estrella really been the strong point for his team, but Mage able to really put some work in that last game and take things down. Either teams have a B team. Technically no. They're all. Oh, there you go. There's the link in chat. All right. Looks like final map, 9th map in the series is going to be Disco Bloodbath. And it's going to be Mage versus, we're waiting on it right here. Drum roll. And other rolls. Just one sub. Yeah. Sushi knows what's up. Exo Striker. So because both Art and Estrella were revived once already. Once already during the actual all kill format. They are actually, neither of them is available to be brought forward to the stage. And so we have Exo Striker versus Mage for that final game 9. All the chips on the table. Who can take it down? This is actually a rematch of the first game of the clan war. Who is going to finish this one off for their team? We have spawning down to the bottom right position of Disco Bloodbath, bringing things in with a mind game. It is representing Team Sippy Cup, Mage. And looks like he might be thinking Cannon Rush. And his opponent, spawning up in the top left position, representing Team Iron Curtain, it is Exo Striker. One earlier, but will he be able to win this one? No, it's not a Cannon Rush. It's just Mage. Just Mage electing to go for that closer gateway here. I wonder what his reasoning for this is. He seems to like it. Very interesting stuff. Now behind this, both players going double gas. No surprise. Oh. That's just how you do in PvP. Now, we do see Mage going for the, looks like, quicker saturation on those gases. Yeah, immediately getting 3 gases on both. Or 3 probes on both gas. Whereas Exo Striker only has 2 mining gas to start things off. And will Mage have something special for this? Exo Striker looks like he's going to be scouting around with this pylon, but he's going to the wrong side of the map. Mage, I can't imagine this is not a proxied Stargate. With this much gas being mined to start things off, it's gotta be. Nothing else makes sense. Now, will Exo Striker be clicking on these gases, trying to figure out what is going on? If he did, he would see, well, this is a fair bit of gas you've got mined, especially compared to what I've got. And there it is. There's that proxied Stargate. Exo Striker just trying to be a little bit annoying right here with this probe. Already dislodging a couple probes of Mage. Oh, that's frustrating to look at. And Mage even going, because he has so much gas, he's going double Stalker with this. Now, it is a much later warp gate, but that's not going to be his priority. Now, on the other side, it's actually the proxied Robo that Exo Striker has been really, really favoring. And it's going to be double Adept. Now, behind this, okay, he's rallying these 2 Stalkers. Oh, wow. This is... What? Interesting. Okay. He was thinking that there was a proxy there, but it's actually further out. Now, will this change the rally on these Stalkers? Yes, it will. They're going to be turning aggressive, and this is actually very, very good for Mage right here. Mage is going to find a completely defenseless... Oh, my goodness. Everything going Mage's way. He's going to find a completely defenseless mineral line, and he finds the proxy from his opponent. Now, behind this, does he build a Void Ray? Or is it just going to be... No, it's going to be double shield battery. And a Chrono Boost into the Warp Gate. And he is going to get so much damage done. No recall available. And already 4 workers, 5 workers going down. And the damage is just going to get worse. 8, 9 probes going down. 10 workers. And he will potentially even get this sentry. Yes, he will. Finally runs out of energy. But that is so much damage done. All that needs to happen is Mage needs to defend. And he will win this game easily. Now, that being said, what does Exo Striker have? Does he have... No, he doesn't even have money yet for a Warp Prism. He is in shambles right now. This is looking so rough for him. Cannot afford gas mining. Is there another Oracle on the way? No, there is not. But Mage has already done the damage. Now, behind this, we see Exo Striker starting to rebuild probes, but he is in such a painful position right now. He is down a significant portion of economy. This isn't just 8, 9, 10 workers. This is so much percentage-wise. This is almost 40, 50% of the economy, and it is all the gas mining. Now, behind this, we see Exo Striker taking an expansion. This is, I mean, it's the right call. His opponent is turtling up hard, but he does not have much defense to speak of. And if Mage just continues to warp in units and then just pushes across the map, I don't see any way that Exo Striker can defend. These units are just, or these buildings are just paperweights right now. And Mage, recognizing that Exo Striker, bit of a one-trick pony here. He's pulled this build off 3 times now. He prepares the perfect counter build, and he will be warded away by these Stalkers, but as long as he can scout that his opponent has taken a natural, this is going to be very good for him. And he sees it. He sees that it's almost done. This is probably going to trigger the attack. Yep, there it goes. Big, big, big push coming across. Now, with this robotics facility finishing up, he's just going to build a Warp Prism. And I think it's probably going to be game over. A couple of Adepts are warped in here at this other proxied pylon. Just doesn't want to lose any warp gate timing there. And he's going to depower this gateway. He's going to depower the Robo. And this actually almost puts Exo Striker in threat of being supply blocked. Exo Striker, of course, planning ahead, so that's good. He does actually have charge well on the way, and he's evened up the worker count, but he is at half the army supply. He's fixed the economy problem only to be presented with a a much more harrowing problem, which is that he's going to die. And I don't think there's any... The Oracle could win this fight right now. And look at that. Goes for the Sentry. Really nice move coming out of Mage. And this should be the nail in the coffin right here. Pylon at the natural is depowered. Charge not quite done. Force fielding his opponent out of the main base. And, well, the Oracle will go down. But there are so many Adepts right here. And the Adepts alone could potentially win this fight. He does rally around, gets the Sentry, but... Oh, and these Adepts are kind of acting a little wonkily, but no, it's just a numbers game. There is no way. And GG comes down. Exo Striker taps out, and we have Game 9 going the direction of Team Sippy Cup. Well played. Well played. Mage pulling it out at the very end. And GG is called. Really nicely done. Things looked a little dicey there throughout that series. They were down 3-1 at one point, but Team Sippy Cup wins it for the glory and the money. Well done to them. And that is going to that's going to bring an end to this clan war. Very well done to them. All right. Congratulations to Mage, to Estrella, to Justice Simon, and to Sippy Cup winning this one, taking down that 400. Thank you once again to, we have the sponsors. Thank you very much to GameStop and 24 Hour Fitness. Thank you to Alpha X for bringing me on to cast this. And I do believe that is going to bring an end to this stream. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful evening. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. Make sure to follow all of the players that played today on Twitter. I'm sure you can find them just by searching up their names. Make sure to follow Alpha X on Twitch if you haven't done so already. You can follow me on Twitch as well if you're so inclined. That's twitch.tv/steadfastsc. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. And congratulations to the winners. And y'all have yourselves a wonderful Sunday evening. Happy Thanksgiving to the Americans. And yeah, you guys take it easy.